You've heard the stories, the legends, you've watched the shows, you've read the lists. That's right. Today we're talking about anime's deadliest hairstyle. It's no secret that parents and media tend to drop like flies. How else are we going to have a middle schooler fighting literal serial killers to save the world? But there's one particular subgroup of parents that's infamous for dropping dead at the slightest provocation. Anime moms. Carla Yeager, Trisha Elric, Toko Yodomi, all anime moms, all dead, and all with the same hairstyle. A low ponytail, or less commonly, a braid thrown over one shoulder, more commonly known as the dead anime mom hairstyle. It's pretty common knowledge in the anime community that if a character has this hairstyle, they're gonna be in the ground sooner rather than later. But is that so? Is this hairstyle particularly deadly, or do we just think it is because of a few famous examples? So I've got two specific questions I want to ask. Are most anime moms that have this hairstyle dead? If they are, then this is probably a pretty deadly hairstyle and deserves its reputation. It's probably a sign you shouldn't get attached to that character. But if this isn't the case, then maybe we're just jumping to conclusions. My second question is whether anime moms with this hairstyle are more likely to die than other anime moms. We know that anime mom deaths are a dime a dozen. Is it the hairstyle that's causing them, or are they just dying at the same rate as any other anime mom? To get some answers, my first step was collecting some data. First, I made a list of every mom from anime, manga, Japanese games, and visual novels with this hairstyle that I could find. I started on the motherly side plate page on TV Tropes, then I asked on Twitter, and finally I scrolled through a few lists of anime moms online to see if I'd missed anyone. Of course, not just any character with this hairstyle would do. I'm looking for moms. So I only counted characters that had at least one kid for more than half their screen time, either biological or adoptive. Teen moms like Kazumi from Ranma Half and Kuramori from Haibane Renmei were out. Protagonists who adopted this hairstyle after having a kid at the end of the series, like Amy from Yokai Watch Shadow Side, were also out. Moms from anime, manga, and related media like video games and visual novels were in, but I didn't include moms from Western media. This is specifically a dead anime mom thing. Once I had my list of moms, I had to determine if they were dead. This is anime, so sometimes that gets kind of fuzzy. I counted them as dead if they died during or before the series proper, even if they only died in one timeline. If they were seriously sick but never actually died, I still counted them as alive. I recognize this might be a controversial choice, but luckily this wasn't super common. I ended up with a total of 39 moms from anime, manga, and related media that had this side ponytail hairstyle. Now that was great and all, but that can only tell me if these moms are dead more often than they're alive. If I wanted to figure out if they're more likely to die than other anime moms, I needed a control group. Back to the grind. I wanted to control for things like type of story and author's preferences as much as I could, so I started out by trying to find moms from the same series as the dead anime mom hair moms I already had. Oh, that's a confusing way of putting it. Anyway, that worked fine for over half of them, but some shows only had one mom. Or, if they did have other moms, those moms played such a minor role that I couldn't figure out what their hairstyle was. So, if I couldn't find a mom from that series, I looked at the creator's other series to see if they had any other moms in those shows. Of course, that wasn't perfect. If the authors hadn't written anything else with moms in it, I had to go to a site that recommends you new shows and new media based on the stuff that you've already enjoyed. I looked up the series, I checked the first recommendation for that series, and tried to see if there were any moms in there. Of course, that wasn't perfect either. If that failed, I moved on to the second recommendation, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so on ad infinitum. Luckily, I only had to do this for about 3 or 4 series. By the time I was done, I had another 39 anime moms that didn't have the world's deadliest hairstyle. My final dataset had a total of 78 moms, 39 with the side ponytail, and 39 with some other hairstyle. 54 of these moms were from anime and manga, 16 were from video games, and 8 were from visual novels. course, just because I tried to get every anime mom I could find doesn't mean I got all of them. I probably missed a few. There's a chance that the ones that I found aren't perfectly representative of all anime moms with a side ponytail, so instead of just comparing the raw numbers, I ran some statistics to see if I could be pretty confident that these results would hold up if I had every single anime mom with that hairstyle. So, were anime moms with a dead anime mom hairstyle more likely to be dead than alive? Well, no, not statistically speaking, anyway. Of the 39 moms, 21 were alive and 18 were dead. Statistically speaking, there was no real difference there. There weren't more alive than dead or more dead than alive. But wait, that doesn't completely answer the question I was going for. I also wanted to know if these anime moms were more likely to die than moms with other hairstyles. Well, no, that didn't work out either. Sure, if you look at the numbers, it looks like there's a higher proportion of dead side ponytail moms than moms with other hairstyles, but the statistics suggest that if we somehow managed to find every anime mom out there and rerun the numbers, we wouldn't find any actual difference in death rates. So, is this anime's deadliest hairstyle? I mean, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't seem like moms are more likely to die if they have this hairstyle. If I had to make a guess about what hairstyle tends to get characters killed the most, I would go with generic background dude number 4, but that's also a hairstyle that a lot of generic anime protagonists have, so maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, and I'm not going to find out. I'm not making another spreadsheet with every single anime character that just has a plain shortcut. But I think I can say with decent confidence that the dead anime mom hairstyle isn't particularly deadly. It's just that a lot of anime moms die, and a few of these prominent dead anime moms just happen to wear their hair this way. If you want to try and replicate my results or do your own analyses, I've got links to my data and code in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day!